E. Whew. Ah, it's Thursday, but it feels like death. Been a rough week. I keep staying up way too late. I can't do that like 12 nights in a row, but here I am. Alright, calm down, Jazz. Let me tone this down a bit before I get into the intro. Alright. Good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we're playing BitCraft. What do you think of my outfit? So I've got Forester shoes, I've got carpenter pants, blacksmith shirt, blacksmith belt, blacksmith gloves. Like the blacksmith outfit, just better in most cases. Then I got my new miner helmet. It looks a little dorkier than I imagined. I don't know, it's kind of crownish. I like it. Hi Ada, how are you doing today? I've blocked off like all of the paths up here. There we go. Alright. Something cool has happened, sort of. I dumped a bunch of supplies in the treasury. Nice. Somebody dumped some more up there. And we researched more space. The more space is important because, like, this is the space we've been using. Let me show you the number of hexes. So, like, we've got kind of a tube out this way, but we don't actually own most of the area in the pit. This staircase, oddly enough, doesn't count as, like, in the settlement. With some creative settlement maths, like, we abandoned most of it. And we've got some decent area out here to expand. But, like, not enough to move anything. So we did the research. And we are gonna expand. Also, somebody had an epiphany. Like, somebody said they can't wait for braziers. And I was like, wonder why? Because it didn't really seem important to me. But then, like, I'm thinking of it as like a decorative tool. And think that, like, that might be more powerful than a bonfire. Now, Jackal Pit doesn't have any more jackals in it. Like, it's a huge improvement if you want to survive down here. But anyway, it's time to rearrange everything in the entire capital. Now that everyone is used to where everything is, I want to move it. Very first thing we're going to do, I think, is move masonry and smithing stuff down here. And I don't know, I don't have super strong opinions on how to do that initially. Like, do I tuck it in here? A lot of trees over here. Do have the ability to, like, get rid of them. You saw my Forester boots. I can take down tier 4s now. And now that I'm a tier 4 miner, I can take down tier 4 mining nodes. know what tier 4 ore looks like. I don't think I've seen tier 4 rocks yet. Oh, and I actually understand how the colors of floor tiles work now. So like they kind of have the color of their background rarity. So like, here, let me show you this. See how this is like orange? If I made like orange planks, they'd have kind of an orange background. If I made blue planks, they'd have a blue background. Green planks have a green background. It all makes so much sense now. I was wondering how people were getting some of the colors they were getting. Just kind of assume like some of the rocks just happen to be that color. Start moving stuff down here. One of the things we gotta do is like make sure it still looks cool, or like the location we're putting it makes sense. You need to turn and face this way. Oh, I don't like that. Here. Yeah. We move you down facing this way too. It looks a little unnatural when they look perfectly in sync like that. There we go. You gotta remember, like, how things look is kind of the most important aspect. Like, we're going for style down here. These are just kind of landing down here until I can figure out what to do with them. Alright. Get the smith in the pit. Get the mining in the pit. The masonry in the pit. Somebody left trees in the way. And we'll move trees like when they make sense. That takes time, so we want to save it for like the last possible moment. What about you? You been constructed thing? Couple nails in you. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Alright. Now this is a crowded, gross mess, but we can start to like look at these and think of where we want them. Like, it would make sense to have like the smith station like right next to these guys. And maybe we have like a fuel box like right in the middle. Feel like that would be nice. So do you have the fire set up so the jackals can't get you while crafting? I do now. For the longest time we were using bonfires to like keep jackals from spawning on top of us. They had kind of a limited range and they were a huge pain because they took slabs. Tier 2 rocks. What did I do with my bonfires? I think I moved them kind of internally. And I was like, this is just the only thing we can do. Without thinking about it. But somebody pointed out that we can have these braziers, right? Braziers. And they cost like more valuable materials, but like their range is much higher. And double butt, all of the materials are things we have right here. Like, I think it's planks and like green ingots. So like you just need a green tree and some green ingots, and you could make the whole thing super easy. And so, like, yeah, we've got spruces. Like, most of the trees down here are the trees you would use to, like, make that. And there's probably, like, a green ore node, like, within the camp. And so, yeah. Right now, I haven't seen a jackal in the camp since we did those. Alright, so, back to claiming. Here's what I want. I think I'm going to turn this into like a staircase down here, the loop around here, so the mining station should kind of like close to like the entrance there, because that's where you're hauling your rocks. Like the very first thing you should see when you walk in, mining station. Oh look, there's the green rock I was talking about. Like everything to make a brazier is right here. And eventually we'll like come through here and like min-max these tiles so that there's not so much wasted space. One of the things about these like claim tokens though, they change the supply cost of your empire. And one of the things to keep in track of is stability. Like at 100%, that's like the slowest supply to grade as possible. Minus 44 supplies an hour is kind of crazy. But I feel like this is the best size. You can get into why in a moment. Yeah. First thing to do when you get here, mining station. Then you're either going to move to the smithing station or the masonry station. I think I need to move that clay, but we'll worry about that in a second. Okay. These kilns that they're kind of facing properly. Can you're facing that way. If I spin you 1 degree this way, that look a little more natural. Kind of want it to like land so that the point in the middle between them is kind of equidistant, so like right here. So it almost looks like you could reach one from the same location as you could reach the other. All makes sense. You come in, you mine, you split up at that point. You go smith or you go masonry, then like your kilns are kind of in the same area. Alright. Now that's good. We used more claim tokens than we need. At the same time, Kind of want to like queue up more kilns and smelters. Like, what's a good number of kilns and smelters? It takes half an hour, I think, to make like tier 3 things. So I don't know. I feel like 3 smelters is kind of the ideal number, 3 to 4. Yeah, let's not get too greedy. Let's start with, we'll do 3, and then like maybe eventually we'll get rid of the tier 2 smelters. Like every smelter will be able to handle like every material we're gonna throw at it, you know? That's a little crowded. I kind of hate it. Just shift everything like 1 tile to the left here. And now while we're thinking about it, I think we kind of expand over here just a tad. And we make kind of like a little Pac-Man shape here. I think that this tree is super, super in the way. Because I kind of want you to be right. Let's just put you there for now. One more kiln. All right, now I said 4 kilns, and then we get rid of like the tier 2s. I think I still stand by that. But we don't have to worry about organization with like the last 2. Like I'm gonna put you there. And 1 more smelter. I lost my mind. I don't see a smelter. Why would you be all the way over there? That alphabetical? There we go. And we make those smelters. 1 goes here, 1 goes here. Or like smelter, kiln, and then like we make these 2 and delete the like the level 2s. And I think we got like this fun little hangout place for all the masonry workers. Right? Feel like it fits the vibe. Now there's the matter of actually coming down here. And I think what we got to do is get rid of some of these walls. Hang on. Walls are made of timber. Hang on again. If I put the timber in my backpack down here, then I have to do like a weird teleport thing to get them back to the stockpile. Let me drop a card up here. I kind of assumed all of these would fly directly into the cart. I can see now that I was mistaken. Oh, but check this out. Claim. Do I own that exact spot? I do now. Can move this brazier brazier right there. It's got its own little cute alcove. I mean, maybe now jackals will spawn, but what can you do? Priorities. We dump these in the stockpiles for anyone who wants to use them. By the way, our stockpiles are usually just full of stuff. Except the animals. Pretend you didn't see the animals in there. Like, those are actually kind of a difficult research or material to get. Some crazy person from another settlement will be like, I've needed tier 3 leather for 7 years. If they see that, they'll eat it up. Apparently leather is the most valuable resource in the world right now. And I think they did like a patch where you get more leather from skinning your hunted animals. It's not quite the change I would have made. Unless... Where are my sticks? I'm really missing sticks. Really don't have any sticks? Hi. There's definitely sticks in like one of these, right? Yeah. Like... want to use the sticks we have, which is dumb because they're all... You never need more than like one stick. Let's move you over here for now. Time to find some tier 1 fertilizer. I think I have some tier 1 fertilizer. Do I? I got like 26. You wanted fert? I got fert. Oh, Megumi's listening to our stream. Neat. Alright. Now we're gonna make like a little staircase down here. Kind of like the way it's going now. Like you head back this way, you switch back, you come down there. It's not like the most efficient path from point A to point B. But I think it's the one that kind of looks like it makes the most sense. I've also memorized our heights. The natural height is 121. We want this one to be at like 123. Which makes you 125. Uh, 127. $129. These trees are going to be in the way. Maybe I do a double switchback? Like you come down this way and you zigzag? You were going to have to do that anyway. Sounds like someone's making a ramp. I am making a ramp. I want to be able to like haul ores and large stones over to the smithing, not the smithing, the mining bench down here. Yeah, I'm starting to get the recipes for fine structures. Neat. I think Mutation's already working on like the path to the next tier of settlement. Like it's already a pretty good place to live. Yeah, one day we need to build a road to the neighbors in the south. Yeah. The Baker's Coven and Pretoria. I would love to build a road there. We zoom in here. There's some tinier settlements. It's pretty easy to get to Bakeko and Port Avignon, like with the roads we've got. Like, I think you can do that all in one cart. I think I made it the entire trip in one cart ride. Like, I was doing some, like, tier 3 hunting. That's how we have carcasses over there. Thing is, like, I don't think many people in the settlement have high hunting skill. I think Sergeant Wiki might have it. Hey, there's Evil. I was trying to get like a good angle on him, but our waypoint gets in the way. One thing I've noticed is we've got people now. Like our settlement is up to 23 people. Hang on, we've got Skatoder, and I believe Naka Turtle is their friend. Like getting 23 people without like really advertising, it's pretty nice. But one thing I noticed about the settlement is now people are always here. Like at first it was me and like Mutation, if you came at like the right time. Shin Megumi was here fairly early, but I think they were still like grinding up like some of the lower levels elsewhere. How we doing? Good. Laptop died from overheating yesterday, so he just went to sleep. It do be like that sometimes. Somebody like got me with like the Alt F4. Like you hit Shift F4, it should show you like your bonfire radius, but it wasn't working for me the other day. Because it turns out you have to enable the debug F keys, and I left that disabled for some reason. So Shift F4 wasn't working. And a real clever cookie said, oh, it's Alt F4. And you never, ever think you're going to fall for that. Like, when you see other people fall for that, you're like, lol. How could someone be dumb enough to fall for that? But they caught me in just like the vulnerable position. Like I was already hitting the F4 key. And so they got me. They got me so good. And that was like the perfect end to the stream too. Alright. There's not a lot of tree left. 1, 2. And this one with a nice 2,000. Move this little baby crafting bench somewhere. big thing, this big boy, kinda in the way. And claim-wise, can I bring it in a little bit? I don't need this road. Like, we want to use the tiles at, like, peak efficiency here. We got, like, 3,000 to work with. And you'd be surprised how quickly you go through those. And not orphan claimed area. Well, I'm not trying to. There we go. The claim token has kind of like a default radius around it. A lot of that is in the water, so I've got a lot of useless area. My bad. But I don't know, I kind of like where our claim token is. Yeah, unclaim an area under a building. I feel like you should be able to. Is it weird that I've memorized the height levels around me? Like right now I know I'm standing at height 137. Down here is 121. Like after a while of like terraforming the things around you, you kind of just learn. Time to test if potted trees grow back. I really want to know that too. Do it enough and it would make it hard to forget, right? So I believe Shin Megumi has a birch tree arboretum? What do you call a place where you just grow trees? Up there. Okay. They're on like the edge, it seems. Near the Northern Watchtower. Yeah. I want to check that out. Because if you can like have a nice lair like right before you get to the frosty biome, you can have like a safe place to harvest tier 2 trees without needing spicy tea. Speaking of which, eat a sandwich. You're harvesting one right now? Nice. I want to see. Yeah, okay. Look at this beautiful ridge here. And the range is really nice too. You could just drop a cart down here. Like if you put a cart here, it should be in range of every single tree. Oh, that is so nice. And it looks like you can come like 2 tiles out from the biome to have like some kind of transitive area where like the birch trees grow. That's really interesting. It makes sense, like so your biomes have kind of more of a natural crossover to each other. It's just a good design decision from the devs. Yeah, there's someone else who planted trees up there. Nice. I mean, like, we got the birch tree. See, it's for it. I'm gonna move you over here just for now. Let's see. Let's see. 121 down there. 123, 25, 27, 29, 30. Sorry, 31, 33, 35, 37. Yeah, that'll work out perfectly. Sorry. 3, 5, 7, 9, 1, 3. Five. 7. Yeah. All right. So we're going to build a ramp down there. No huge urgency. So you can easily, you're gonna get a ton doing this. So you can easily replace them if you keep making pots. Nice. They don't respawn on their own. Yeah, I also would like to know if they respawn on their own. Hey, does anybody need construction levels? Yeah. Southstream is learning that I'm rearranging everything on the planet. You do? But you gotta hop in the shower? That makes sense. You hop in the shower. Cleanliness is next to, I don't know, a whole bunch of things. Okay, and now what I want to do is just kind of expand this area in general here. What am I doing? Claim tokens. So we can move everything kind of back. We move the marketplace back. There'll be room for like stations on either side. I'm thinking like a cloth station kind of in this area. Thinking we keep hunting and forestry over on this area. I feel like hunting and forestry belong on the right side because eventually it would make sense that you would run out of trees in your base settlement, right? Like maybe that'll happen, maybe it won't. But like naturally that feels like something that would happen with a settlement in the forest. And so the most likely area to get more trees would be out this path. And it leads back out into the forest. Can't see anything under this giant rock. Missing Empire chat. Hang on. Let's see. So thanks for planting those tier 2 trees. You harvested one of them and got more seeds. Yeah. Just friendly Empire interactions. I do like the friendly vibes we got in this community. Like, we tend to just, like, give expensive things away. Like Sergeant Wiki gave me like a full set of uncommon tier 4 armor. Like nobody specifically asked for that. That was a really nice thing to do. Especially given that leather is impossible to find. People would have killed or paid millions for that leather. I don't even know where you go for like level 4 critters. Alright. Things are looking interesting. I'm thinking we keep this like natural little elevated piece up here. We're gonna keep that. I kind of want to put the bonfire in it. Let's check flame stability. Still at 100%. What if... One, two... Still stable? Still stable. Now we can just move the bonfire. Are you not a flat surface? Guess not entirely. Okay. Should be checking the numbers while I do this. There we go. It's a cozy place for just that to exist. And now to think about the marketplace. Why yoink it out from under them? So let's start thinking about the... I don't want to yoink that out of them their way either. And move the stockpiles. Just kind of out of the way for now. Where's out of the way? There? Nobody's using the hunting stations. I'll move them over here. Or do you want to donate rough crushed shells? There's a scholar needs box right over here. Over here. Scholar needs box. Near the scholar desk. Sorry, this one. See this one? Are you watching the stream? Point. This box right here. There you go. Thank you. You can't open it up. What's your name? One sec. evil with 2 E's, right? Yeah, you can. It just dawned on me, there are probably people living here who have not, like, registered as members of the claim yet. You're welcome. Like, I wonder how common that is. Like, we probably have more than the 24 people we have registered. We probably got like 30 people who are just living here, but like undocumented. We don't mind that. You're allowed. Okay. So now trying to figure out where the hunting stuff goes. I think the tailoring stuff is gonna be closer to here. So tailor, hunter, forestry. Like kind of in that arc. And honestly, I kind of want the marketplace to be like right in the middle of that. I think maybe we clear out these trees. Maybe leave the ancient tree that's 10,000 feet tall for as long as we can. Just for style points. Alright. So, you're the hunting station, right? You are going to be closest to where the exit is going to be over there. And you're carpentry. Tanning stations are going to be kind of like in the back here. This leatherworking hutch. Ought to be like right around here. I kind of like where that's going. Ooh, people stopped doing tree things, so we can move these back now too. What is this one tile thing somebody's building out here? Small wooden wall. Let's not do that. We can make that cooler. Okay. As for stockpiles, maybe we keep like a big pile a little closer to the middle of the settlement. Sugarheart is in redesign mode. Yeah. Nobody's messing with the cloth and the looms. Now's my chance to move all that stuff too. Oop. It might be a little... Is there a better place for these things? So are all of these are already the height you want? The terraforming sites? They are. Unless, like, the height I want is more than 5 lower. But I think you can kind of see the staircase. Like, it starts from Rampart, and then it does a switchback, and then heads down to the base level. So like the lowest one you're going to terraform over there will end up at like 123. I kind of don't like that these are so far away from the farmer, but I'm not a tailor. So really, their fault for wanting to make pretty clothes. This marketplace, I think we need to cut down some of these trees. Let's get the stockpiles out of the way for now. Easy enough, you'll get there. Terraforming over there wouldn't be a bad idea, like terraforming over here. So we've got this like little natural place, and I just kind of want to put a bonfire on it because it looks pretty. Maybe we could put like some more decorative stuff on it. But like everything else here is nice and flat. Like where the market is. So yeah, I kind of want the market to be at like a central location. I think it makes sense like along here. Because in the future, I envision a road heading out this way, out of the settlement. Because the way roads work in this game, and there's no such thing as bridges, like we're gonna have like a road that goes along like the north side of the river to get to places like Harumura. We've already got one along the south side of the river. So in terms of like natural entrances and exits, there's one over here, and then there's like the one that already exists over that way. Unless Shin Megumi is talking about like making a ramp down the mason pit, because I agree with that one too. Like if the stockpiles end up over here in this general area, like the miners are gonna need like the ore and the rocks from here anyway. Kenshin, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? Kenshin's in the settlement, technically. I don't think he's played much. It didn't really capture your attention at first, did it? I think you kind of rushed over here at like level 0, and we didn't have that much for you over here. Net issues have ruined your night. Hope your morning is better. It's going all right. I'm not getting nearly as much sleep this week as I should. And honestly, I'm not planning on getting more. My daughter is putting on some skits at her camp, her summer camp tonight. So I'm driving out into like the deep bayou. Hanging out by gator light. You know, them glowy gators. OBS lost connection 4 times. Haven't been keeping like one eye on the metrics. But I'm doing all right. I think BitCraft in particular will do that. You're not playing BitCraft. I know you're not. Or I say I know you're not. I don't know it. I don't know your life. What were you playing? You were doing Roadcraft? Same thing. Actually, Roadcraft seems kind of interesting. I'd like to give it a try. But it's also one of those things that, like, I don't think I have enough friends that would be willing to try it. Like, I don't know how you made the friends you made, where they're just like, okay, playing like the most mundane games in the world. You're like, hey, y'all want to like drive a truck across Iowa? And they're like, hell yeah. Like I tell my friends like, hey, you want to drive a truck across Iowa? They're like, do you know how precious my time is? You like mundane games? You played the trucker games? They're super popular, which is another thing I don't understand. Like, I've never met more than like a single person out in the wild who's like, yeah, I'm into that. Then you look at that person and you're like, you would be into that. You look like a guy that wants to drive across Ohio for fun. And then I judge them. I judge them harshly. Immediately. I mean, like, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. But that is exactly what I'm doing. You can't play any, you can't plan for any games or streaming until you get these net issues resolved. It does seem like you've been having a lot. So it depends on where you live, but odds are you've got like other ISPs that you can look at, and you tend to ask the people in your town like, which ISP is like the best? Local monopoly, you don't have a choice. That is terrible. Sometimes it do be like that. I live in an area where there's like a few companies, and so there's competing ISPs with like high-speed internet kind of all around me, which is kind of amazing for the bayou. Guess the swamp water industry is doing really well. There's no space for tier 1 amber in the chest. Slash E. Put it up for sale in the marketplace. Mutation will buy it. They're rich. You should be mugging them at every opportunity. Take that, brother. Ranked. Oh, that dude just sell me rough wood logs? I love it. One of the things I'm trying to do is like a higher level member of the settlement to make it worth it for lower levels to be here. Instead of harvesting like the lower level materials myself, I started like putting up marketplace buy orders. Like I need to increase like the value of them so that they're like worth getting. That way like level 1 characters who join the Empire can look for things they want to sell here and sell it to me. And I can use like the level 1 materials like rough wood logs as like fuel for the smelter, so I can smelt level 1 ingots. These guys will give me like level 1 ore, or maybe they'll just give me the level 1 ingots. And I can use the rough wood to like turn into rough planks, or they could sell me the rough planks. Anyway, I'll grind those into tools that they can use so that they can level up, so they can give me better stuff. How do I put a buy order for an item not already on the market? You need simple timber. Show unavailable items. Toggle. Yeah, so this guy, to make buy orders for things that aren't there, you gotta show everything. So like I could put in an order for like a charged automata heart level 6. Links and logs. I love this. I love this a lot. So like if these like tier 1 items keep flowing in at like a speedy rate. Oh, I got one on my back. Then like I can start cranking out tools. Like I get like a miner or a smith to just like make me ingots. I get a leather worker to just make me leather. I can get things going super fast. Barks and resins. I should sell those. Dump my tree sap in there. Oh, and somebody told me a trick to like price check an item to see how much it's worth. So you can right click on this, find in trades. People are selling bark like 2, 1. This person's trying to sell it for $80 billion. Okay. He's selling it for 1. New Haven selling it for 3. New Haven usually sells things for very cheap. I'm gonna match their sale price. Oh, show the things I do have, please. And now how much are pine resins going for? In Charlo, they're going for nothing. In New Haven, they're selling it for 65. I'm going to match New Haven. New Haven, like, they've kind of got a decent head on their shoulders for the market. I'm going to sell it for 65. Mutation asks or just needs them, I will just give it to her or to him, and that way they can have the nice things that they want, but I don't have to like keep a material I'm never gonna use in my bank, and if somebody buys it I'll just have the money for it myself later. How's this positioning? Oh, hey, PETA, thank you so much for the raid. Alright, Elisa, I'm gonna have to move you a little bit. Can't move you on top of the mud. I think I have to chop down the giant tree. How do we feel about chopping down the giant tree, or do we like keeping the marketplace in the shade? I think I like the marketplace being in the shade, but hey! PETA, the ritual has been completed. PETA raid summon. Welcome. How's our game going? It's going great. I'm trying to find like all our stations there forever home. Speaking of which, where did the tier 4 fishery go? It's down the tier 3 fishery. Down there. That makes sense. By the little fishing pond. Evil is carpenting pretty hard. He said he needed like tier 2 timber. Is that a buy order? Unit price. So if I sold this, you would be very happy. I can't do that right now. If we use Shin Megumi's birch farm and like hollowed it out a little bit, get that timber he needs right away. We might do that after we finish decorating. Okay, so let's rearrange some things. I don't want to hide the forging station. But I think like somewhere prominent, like right in the middle where people can find it, is kind of the ideal. And then for tailoring, I think I want to have you here. And looms are like one of the most disgusting workstations, in my opinion. Like, not that they're disgusting in nature, but like if you stack them too close to each other, it just looks bad. But what am I gonna do over here? I think I've tucked this in too far. I think you do belong there. Get a loom here. Build a bonus loom over here. And a bonus loom over here. So now we've got like a decent like clothier tailoring district. Protect the tree, deforest everything. Yeah. Like the deforesting will happen. Like I'm trying to not do it on purpose. Like it just isn't necessary for me to like go ham and destroy the environment here. Because like the more people we get, the more they're just gonna like grab the easiest, closest materials. And so like a lot of these beautiful trees will go away eventually. And what we want at the very least is it to look like a really cool city by the time that happens. Do they regrow trees? I'm not sure how that's gonna pan out. In the settlement. Like, maybe if we don't tile everything up, stuff will grow kinda in the way. But I'm wondering if it's in a claim token if they don't, like, grow here. I think they will grow back. I don't know if the experimentation is happening. I don't know if like anybody knows for sure like how the respawning works. One thing I've heard is that like things will respawn in like a range of where they were chopped down. And I think like kind of a natural overtime progression of that is things will start spawning farther and farther away of camp, because if they spawn in camp, somebody will chop it down immediately. And if they spawn too far away from camp, like it's less likely to get chopped down. So I think you get like this naturally in kind of barrening itself settlement. Oh, hi, kitty. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I do love the big ancient tree. There was an ancient spruce tree over here that was even cooler. The pine trees look kind of stringy. Not a fan, but like the spruce trees, they're all poofy like Christmas trees. Alright, I think stockpiles. Oh, nobody has started to build this. That's fine. Kitty, if you're gonna headbutt the mic, you need to meow into it. Are you meowing? Can they hear you meowing? Alright, stockpile. We make like a big stockpile right here. And then I think we kind of surround it with the other stockpiles, right? We got one up there. We got one over here. Like this way it kind of looks like along the road. The road will come in here, it'll split. Some people want to head this direction, some people want to head like through the crafting section. I'm picturing kind of a looping road that goes through here, visits all the districts, and goes back around like through the marketplace. I'm thinking like another kind of like back entrance into the mining dome. Hey, is that a bear? Hey, is that a toad? I'm in trouble. Run away. I don't know where you're going, bear. The toad's a problem. Alright, I think we need to build another brazier over where this guy is. Frost crabs are coming down from the hills. Did nighttime like come and go and I just didn't notice? And it spawned all these critters. Oh, so now you want to come visit me, you silly bear. What is going on with you? I want to cheese the bear, but if I get too close to the bear, the toad will get me. If I go after the toad, the bear will get me. There's like a sweet spot up here I need to be. Please climb up there. There's too many trees on like the sides of the hexes here. I can't get around. There we go. Yep, and here comes the bear. Bear, you need to stop. I should not have done the slow myself down action, but the Terratoad's down. Run away. I think I was saved by my evasion armor. That would be a first. There we go. Whew. Yeah, I didn't realize it was so problematic around here. Like if I highlight everything here, because I'm in the fire area, he would not attack me here. But they're also spawning like right here. That's no good. How far back does my claim go? Not far at all? I need to be down here. I'll extend the claim out this way. Really having a hard time seeing where the claim's going, but expand out this way. Thin brazier? The difference between a sturdy and a thin one. Alright. I think I've got the planks and the green ingots to craft that. And then we'll have no toads and bear problems at night. There we go. Do I not have the green ingots for that? Have I spent all my green ingots? Doesn't sound like something I'd do. Hey! Megumi! Almost completed the ramp on this side. Nice. Okay. Smithing in the smith pit. Making 3 of these. The smith pit doesn't look supernatural here. Simple timber and sloth tarp. Cloth tarp, I bet. Or simple cloth tarp. I don't know, I like sloth tarp. If Evil needs sloth tarps, he's gonna get a sloth tarp. Otherwise, like, the sloths will just, like, get everywhere. Like, very slowly, but they'll do it. Excuse me. Yeah, with this brazier here, things will look good or like the bears and toads not spawning around here. And our stability is still at 100%, even though there's like this wonky line out here. Hit Shift F4. Yeah. Now, at the very least, if there are enemies, they'll spawn up along the wall there. And so it's safe to live down here. Look at all this safe space. Even that place is safe. Yeah. Like, there's a little bit of like a weird road here where you can get mauled by a grizzly. But you know, I think it's worth it to keep life like a little exciting. How do you check that? How far the fire reaches? So the first thing you have to do is go to your settings and enable debug F keys. And then if you hit Shift F4, it'll tell you where your fires reach. It is a pro tip that not a lot of people know. Alright. We got the looms going over here. I think nobody is currently using the forestry stuff, so I can move it a bit. I kind of like that this guy was tucked into the trees a little bit. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move you back a little bit. And let's claim a little more area. Nice and flat. Keep the area nice and stable. There we go. And then the carpentry bench. You can nestle into the trees on this side. Sugarheart, is it possible to put fire around the lake road for safer travel or only within the claim? I'm not sure. I don't think you can build fire outside of the claim. Let's find out. Like, that would be good to know. Run along the road. Let's see. Brazier. I'll be danged. Ouch. Like it looks like I can build it. I don't know if you can like keep it out there though. So let me see. There's like a lame campfire somewhere. Like a little baby one. Let me move you to the moon. Can't move a building from within its own claim. Here. Deconstruct you. Now we should have the materials for that. And we swim over here. Campfire? Fire? Like a level 1 fire. What is... Rough elevator? Am I missing the materials required to make the dumbest fire in the world? Maybe that one can only be built in the settlement. Okay, so fire. This one needs to be in a claim. These guys don't. The structure is not on a claim and will slowly decay. So I'm gonna say no. Let's see. Sorry. Fires by the road will decay. Stick to Empire chat. I don't need to hear what's going on in general. General's been like a little weird lately. Fences, maybe? Because fences kind of have the same properties as the fires, and I'll kind of show that one off. You head over here. I've got fires everywhere. So maybe it's not a good example over here, but the fences themselves have like a wall of tiles, and so like a solid wall will keep like critters from like running into your settlement. But I haven't tried. All right, let's not get overwhelmed. You need to plan the settlement. The road comes through here. It looks beautiful. Loops through here. Still looking beautiful. And then I picture it coming out like this side. Decor? Is there a quick way to do this? I want to like type and go wah every time. Holding shift. Wah, shift, click. It worked. You are brilliant. How, did you just know that? And yet it doesn't seem to be working all the time. That's not holding, just clicking shift. Ah. Oh. Shift B. How do I know if it's toggled on or off? Shift, click. Shift, click. In build mode at the bottom, you can see the hotkeys. Shift, chaining on. I see. Okay. I can't add claim tile there. Get rid of this little nugget out here. Gotcha. So every time you go in here, chaining is set off by default. Shift, shift, shift. It wouldn't let me do it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Shift. Uneven ground. Okay. Claim, claim, claim. Or somebody put a bunch of garbage here. We'll just go around the garbage for now. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but we'll try. Claim the goop underneath it, just in case. Okay, back to decor. It's working. Back to decor. And like the wall will have like some natural divots in it. He says. Trying to get around like the one pile of dirt. I like naturally kind of imperfect walls. One of like the worst things you can do, I think, to the attractiveness of a settlement is make things kind of perfectly symmetrical. Or like you line things up and it just kind of looks a little gross and unnatural. Like in real life, there's some kind of weirdness. Okay, I don't know how to make gates. But at very least, I want like a gap in the wall where I imagine the road is gonna go. Go ahead and make that 4 wide. This tree is gonna be in the way. So we got a wall around this side, and we can have another gate over here. Go ahead and deconstruct that. We'll like split the road, like so you either go up the middle or you go this way. Ah, it's gonna look so pretty when it's done. You're woodworking. Let's move you over to the woodworking area. Can I make this crafting station a little better? Like, it's a little bit stumbly and tight through here. I think the solution is to chop down this tree. You know what I'm not taking into account? Housing. So like player housing is going to drop like in the next month or so. And so where are people actually going to physically live in this community? Like maybe over there? A little sunny over there. Maybe adjacent to like the masonry set? Like we're only using half the pit down there. I mean, like, we could put them in the middle of town. Like, this area is kind of clear. It wouldn't be a terrible spot. I mean, just kind of, like, naturally put housing in places where it makes sense. Somebody can, like, live in the tailor section. Somebody can live in, like, the hunting section. That way, if you have, like, a job, you could live next door to your job. That sounds awful. It's actually not so bad. I did once live across the street from my office. And it was really nice, like, leaving for work, like, 3 minutes before my shift started. I'm working from home now, so, like, that's every day. But it was kind of nice. Like, you bring that commute down to 0. There's a problem, though. Like, the commute, I think, kind of psychologically helps you a little bit. And I know what you're thinking. That's, like, it's kind of messed up. You're just sitting in your car. It's a waste of your time. That's kind of exactly it. Like, wasting your time sometimes is beneficial to you. Like, if your time is wasted, like, you just get practice doing nothing. Which, frankly, I think is good for you. I'm trying to do that more often myself. My wife thinks I'm overly anxious and stressed out all the time and burnt out. And she's not wrong. This week, at least once, at some point, I was like, I'm gonna go rest my brain. I sat in a very comfy chair in a dark room with absolutely nothing. I just like sat there for like 30, 45 minutes. I don't know. I didn't keep track of the time. It's also kind of impossible to do things like that. Like, I skipped dinner to do that. Cooked dinner for the entire family, and I was just like, here you go. I'm gonna go zone out. And I know, like, dinner is like togetherness time, but like without taking that time, I would have 0 other time. Plus the wife said I was being a grumpus, and I had no idea. I wasn't trying to be a grumpus. Like, I didn't pick it up at all. I didn't feel the grumpusness that she said was present. Boop. All this wood. Like, if someone wanted to grind forestry, they got a great place to do it. But if you're already a level 40 forester in this settlement, you probably don't need to grind it. Here, I'm gonna move you over here. And I think we're going to change some of this into a doorway. You have kids living with you? What are they? What age are they? I see what you're going with. Like, for a second, I thought you were like, what are they? Baby goats, mostly. They are 9 and 7. And they are just the raddest kids. 9 out of 10 would recommend. Hang on. If you are in the search bar, when you hit shift, it'll affect the search bar and it won't do the chaining. Or wall. Oop. Yeah, it's a great age. I had a great time the other day with my daughter. I just took her to a bookstore. And, like, my daughter has just kind of, like, recently gotten into reading. And, you know, whenever your child gets into reading, you want to, like, overdo that to the extreme. Like, your daughter says, like, I want to see words. And so, like, I bought her, like, 10 graphic novels. And it was such a pleasant experience just being in the bookstore, because you, like, once they find, like, a book they like, they're just kind of, like, chilling reading while you're, like, wandering around looking for the next book. I'm like, okay, this book is called Dragon, Unicorn, Girl, Witches. Like, that sounds promising. And then you, like, flip through it and you're like, okay, the word density is a little high. Like, my daughter will read War and Peace as long as it comes in, like, a 9,000 comic book series with heavy illustrations. But if you, like, you know, compress that into a book form, like, she won't touch it. She'll be like, nice try. You're trying to get me to learn. And I'll be like, you got me. Alright. Got the looms constructing here and here. I want to move you a little bit over here. The Adventures of Captain Tolstoy, right? There's also, like, one of the big books that she was looking at was like FGTV, which I've never heard of them. There's some, like, content creator group, like, family friendly for the kids. I want to move this, but I don't want to, like, lose the nails. What I'm doing. Move the waypoint over here. Oh, there's already a tier 3 loom in progress over here. So I can get rid of one of these looms. Probably this one. And when that loom over there is completed, we can just move it over here. Alright. Now let's see. Put the twins over here. Oh, do you always face that way? Yeah. So the twins need to be on like a west wall. Sorry, an east wall. Facing kind of this way, but they're bad. They are annoying people. Like, it's very rare that you're like looking to buy cosmetics, you know? And so they need to be kind of like out of the way. Like, you'll find them somewhere. They can hang out by the bonfire. That looks cozy. And I like Svim hanging out by the pond, by the fishery. Like Heimlich hanging out with the cooking stuff. Now over here we've got Roomba and Bricko. Now that like all of the crafting stations have moved, you know what? I like Elise being... want her to be right here. Can't build on top of what resource? Which one's throwing me off? This tree? This tree? This pretty tree? Can't build... oh, it's too close to the claim. Where was Roomba? Where did Roomba fit over here? Alright, well, Bricko. Bricko always faces this way. I feel like Bricko should be with the bricks, right? I want to destroy the trees. Oh, you are like a slightly weird shape. There we go, and like the cave entrance is right here. I like it. So Elise kind of like works as like forced foliage in the middle of the village. So even if they deforest everything, we'll still have that at like the main center of the map. And so it, like, well, it'll always remind us of our roots or our Groots. I want to get rid of that clay. We could put Bricko up here. Where's Bricko belong? He really does belong down there, right? Good morning. You can reposition them by destructing them and rebuilding them. Though it doesn't really show the direction they're facing, so you need to guess through trial and error. Get deconstructed. Ugh, ugh, murder, murder, ugh, ugh, die. Somebody, what is the guy from, was it Spirited Away? It was like Kamisha, started with a K. Dude with a bunch of arms, he's like working the furnace in the boiler room. Kamaji, yeah. Someone said he looked like Kamaji, and I was like, yeah, I could see it. Like, if he had babies with the Pringles man. Like 100%. Okay, so I can change the way they're facing by deconstructing them. And then you kind of guess through trial and error what direction they're actually facing. Okay, well that was interesting. Alright, so I think I kind of want him to be a little out of the way down here. Like back up against the wall. Like this area over here looks like a fun crafting spot for him, you know? Want him to feel at home. Hang out under the shade of the mountain. Empire? Kamaji? There you are. And so I'm just kind of like guessing what direction he's facing. That's a little brutal. Oh no! Alright. Well, I spun him around a lot. I think I hit E like 3 times. And what we gotta do is figure out E is rotating this way. If he is facing this way, I go E, E, E. He's basically facing the opposite direction. So, like, normally he'd be facing that way. So E, or rather Q. Q. Let's say Q once on him. That'll be the magical rotation we do. We'll solve this. Near Q. Yeah. I like it. And he can keep his foot nice and warm and covered in insects in that bush. He likes it down here. Got Rampart overlooking everything. That's kind of good. Like, somebody asked if they could rotate Rampart. I think they kind of want him to, like, guard the entrance. Like, that's a good look for him. Like, it is like an entrance sentry. That's how most people use him. I kind of like this, like, overlooking all of the people he's protecting, though. It kind of, like, communicates a little bit more of a cozy vibe. Because he's like, I don't actually need to do work here. Like, I'm not needed. Okay, Roomba, I'm gonna move you over here a little bit. And I'm gonna move the foundry over here. Dirty barter stall. Like, I want the... I don't like the foundry. Like, it's just a decorative piece, and it kind of doesn't match my forest aesthetic. Like, yeah, it has a purpose, but you, like, use it once a year. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way things are landing. Like, it makes sense to move the bank back so that the farm can expand. This fishing station's a little close down here. What if we back it into the corner a little bit? Maybe get rid of this tree. Like, I think everything's more or less in its forever home. And, like, everything else I'm gonna do is just like a... Whoa. La 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 la. Thank you so much for the subscription. I just realized I should have been looking at the subscription. See who did that? Hang on. Stream manager. Who did that? Revan Wolfsbane. Thank you so much for the subscription. I really do appreciate it. Money will go towards the Empire in like one way or another. Like we straight up bought a member of the Empire. Let me see if I can find him in here. But like, no, I don't see him here. They haven't joined the claim. But like a longtime fan was like kind of interested in the game. And so I just straight up bought it for him with stream money. And like the other things we can do, we can use the claim money or stream money to make sure the Empire stays up longer by fueling the various nodes in the Empire. Like they last for a long time. We can also expand the borders of the Empire. And I don't know. Maybe I commissioned somebody to make handy Google Sheets to improve the quality of our Empire, to like track all our members and what they're doing. Like what jobs you have, what like where their resources are best needed. Like we could do crazy stuff like that, you know? Let's see. Mutation says, can we move the foundry to the back and surround it with trees? I think that's a good idea. But like my major decorative concerns right now is that this area looks naked. Like it was kind of deforested so that we could build all this stuff up here in the first place. And now that we've taken it out, it looks kind of bare bones. And when I moved the tailoring stuff to the back there, that also kind of made this area look a little bare. And so I want to make sure there's stuff to see at every spot in the Empire. Like we could build a wall here. I don't know. I'm going to tweak it. But, hey kitty, hop on up. Very soon, decorative wise, like there's tiling we could do. Honestly, I kind of don't want to over tile. Like the natural grassy floors look nice. I feel like we make really nice looking roads and just keep everything else kind of natural and foresty. Does everyone kind of like agree with that? Is that the prettiest way to do this? Like we could tile, and I really like these wooden kind of stripped wood parquet floors. I wouldn't mind more of those. But like there's an agree in the Empire. Nice. Like maybe in the masonry pit. Like that's just a place that makes sense to having like a fancy brick floor layout. Like it fits the vibe of the mason pit. But like the rest of this place, foresty. I did see kind of a trick. You can make stone pillars kind of by like, hang on, is there like a planting pillar shaping? You make polished stone, framed dirt pillars, grassy dirt pillars. If we make a framed dirt pillar, like raise that up, I think that might make good entrance columns. Like we've got these like busted walls here that don't look great, but I think you can use like some surrounding hexes to make really good spots. Like a really good entryway that's not quite like a door frame. I don't know. But like we'll get fully decorative with this, and like after we're done I'll give like a full tour and show off like how we built things. But like one of the highest priorities of the Cozy Empire is having one of the best looking cities. And I think a lot of how we're going to do that is maintaining like the natural elevation differences we have here. Like having this lowered sea level food district, like the raised level, like main city, town square, and then like a masonry pit down here. Like it's not the most efficient use of space, and I think that's what I like about it, you know? Once you get, let's see, you'll hit T3 forestry and mining tonight after helping Shin. Got you 10 levels for fishing for making chum. Once you'll get up to T3, you'll start working on the exterior walls. Yeah. If somebody wants like improved wagons or, just higher quality wagons, I recommend working on walls and ramps in the city. Like I'll try to lay out like where things need to be elevated to or lowered to, and I'll lay out like the walls around the exterior, and you can get like grind your construction levels really easily, so you can get like the fancy wagon from this guy. You got so many things. Where are your wagons? No, it's Bricko. Bricko's got the wagons. What do you need for the 3rd level cart? That's a good question. Let's just find out. Let's ask Bricko. So like if you want the 3rd level cart, which is the advanced cart, right? Yeah. It doesn't tell me. Hang on. I might have a spreadsheet with this information. You check out my BitCraft resources on my Discord. By the way, here's the link for the Discord. You do need tier 3 timber and like the previous tier of cart. But you also need like a certain skill level. And that skill level for the advanced cart is unlisted. Okay, cool. Maybe you can just have it. I know you need like really? For an advanced wagon, you need skill level 20. You don't need any more skills. It's only 20 for the first wagon. Yeah. But like, I want the wagon. What's the benefit of the wagon over the cart? There doesn't seem to be one. Are wagons just like explicitly better? Carts are faster. Very slightly. Wagons? Much better. Better cargo. Yeah. So advanced cart, slightly faster. Wagon, haul more stuff. It's actually kind of like counterintuitive to what I was thinking. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. But yeah, according to this, you only need level 20 to get those. Also level 20 for a skiff, which can be very handy. I've been trying to level up my hunting skill. Currently, my hunting skill is level 29. But there's a great area to hunt around here. There's lots of female tier 3 goats over here, kind of trapped in this corner peninsula of the lake. There's male goats all up and down this area. There's some more female goats over here. I keep saying goat. Goats are something else. Deer? Services? Goods and services? But yeah, if you can get like a skiff and you park it in the lake, you can gather up all of those guys. Then you sail your load of corpses over to Port Avignon. And I think it's flat enough territory that you can cart them all the way here. And then there's like a road that continues all the way up the river and all the way here. Like, I don't know if it's wagonable, but it's cartable. And so, like, this is a great place for tier 3 hunting, kinda. I really want... South Stream is working on Aramura. If he gets, like, a portal there, so, like, you can easily teleport here and then, like, do your hunting. And then you could haul it back here. Like... That would be like a trip for like 1 teleport juice, and it would be super quick. You can get like the tier 3 leather market cornered. I don't know if you know this about tier 3 leather, but let's see, sturdy leather? Sorry, it's the donation market order. Like, I'll buy 100 for $1. But like, somebody is out here trying to buy it for like $200 a square in New Haven. And so, yeah, and this leather armor is selling for a ton. Somebody's selling it over here for like nearly 300. Like, hunting and leatherworking feels bad because like it's a lot of work to get that stuff done, but like if you sell your stuff, you'll be rich in no time. So good. Anyway, I should have left 15 minutes ago. Wagons can cross a 2-point height difference. Yes, I believe that fully. There was a lot of argument in the settlement whether or not that was true. I think somebody went out of their way to prove it. I've heard multiple people have gone out of their way to prove it, and like 1 or 2 people were trying to refute it. But I do believe wagons raise too. I haven't physically seen it myself, but I'm running under the assumption that a wagon can go up and down here. And like, I plan to get a wagon myself so I can see it with my own eyes and show all you nice people that that is 100% the case. But like, it's proven. Somebody somewhere has a video of them using a wagon on a hill. And like, the primary vocal point is that yes, a wagon can go up too. I think people get confused because if you try to like eyeball it, it's kind of hard to see the difference between like a 1 and a 2 sometimes. Like, don't eyeball. If you need to like figure out like what the height of something is, you pick up 2 sticks and you drop like your little terraforming, you check the height, you deconstruct it, you get your stick back. I almost wish they didn't give you the stick back. We got so many sticks. But then you can like really quickly like figure out what the height of things are. And so just go out into the woods with a couple of sticks. Travel up and down with your wagon once you see like a 2 height difference. It's not hard to figure it out. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time. Tomorrow, I might release the recruitment video for the Cozy Empire. It depends on how far I get in recording it. I also want this place to be as pretty as it can be before I make that video. So there's a lot of work that needs to happen. But stream wise, I'm gonna get back into Final Fantasy Fridays. Like, I took some time off because I sprained my finger. Finger still hurts, but like not bad enough that I don't think I can that I have to skip Final Fantasy anymore. And that should be fun. We're about to start Stormblood. I'm so excited. As for BitCraft, I'm still going to be playing tons of this. It's going to be my weekend stream, and honestly, there's a really good chance I'll be playing it all week, except for Fridays next week too. Because I'm loving this game, and people are watching this game, and people are joining the Cozy Empire. It's gonna blow up soon. Like, it's already crazy to me that like 24, 25 people liked me enough to join the settlement. And like, that's without like really advertising it other than streaming. By the way, you're all massively welcome to join the Cozy Empire. We're up here in the corner. It looks like territories are expanding. Maybe I should claim the hat. We've got the hex for it. And we'll just keep this area as our own little tucked in area that nobody actually wants to fight us for. And there, that way, if you need like a peaceful place to settle, you've got land. Like, you could settle in like the upper right peninsula and like have that area pretty much to yourself, and you can visit us if you ever need like the advanced stuff. Like, it's gonna be a little while before we hit tier 4, but I think we're gonna do it, and then this will just be a great place to level from 20 to 40. I want to make it a great place to level from 1 to 20 as well. Like, the goal is to make this like a good starter area for everybody in the world. It's a little tricky right now because for level 1s, some of the best strategy is to like set this as your home point, teleport away, get the stuff, bring it back here. I'm going to try to always be buying lots of level 1 materials from the marketplace. I want to make it a good place for everybody to live. Thank you so much. I had a great time. And stick around, we'll find somebody to raid. Ah, boy, man, I can really draw out a sign-off, can't I? Who are we following, and what are they playing? I'm gonna raid Alice TSG. She's playing Fall of Porcupine. I don't know what that is. Sounds cute. Alice is a cool person. And if you are on YouTube, I'm gonna send you to somebody else, probably Danagast, if I had to guess. I'm sending you to Danagast. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.